Coming up on Mountain News this morning, some London attorneys are without an office after a major downtown fire. And a first-hand look at the crash site 10 weeks after the UPS flight disaster as businesses in the area prepare to reopen.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News This Morning.
Good Wednesday morning to you. I'm Caroline Mueller here with you on this January 14th. The time is now 6:30. Let's check in with meteorologist Megan Desmel for a look at your forecast this morning. Megan, I am already missing those 60s that we saw last week, and it's really not even that cold yet, but I am not looking forward to temperatures getting much lower than they are right now.
Yeah, neither am I. In fact, these temperatures that we're seeing this morning are the warmest that we'll see, period, from now all the way up into about like Wednesday of next week. So get ready for a week of cold temperatures. Again, upper 40s, low 50s right now. It's only going to get colder from here, and it's going to stay that way all week long. Another thing that we're tracking this morning, though, will be that rain. We're watching rain for our more western counties, but over the course of the day, everyone will see a chance of that rain and then a chance of a wintry mix as those temperatures do drop near and below freezing. It's going to get cold all throughout the day. So here's what you need to know with that planning forecast. Again, temperatures dropping all day long. By the time we head to about 6 o'clock to 7 o'clock, we're seeing upper 30s, low 40s. And it's only going to get colder overnight with overnight low temperatures in the upper teens, low 20s. Tons of rain on the way. Caroline.
Thanks, Megan. Police in London say a fire that swept through a downtown business was intentionally set. The fire heavily damaged a law office in downtown London. 56-year-old Scotty Seeley is charged with burglary and arson. Police say he was found inside the building, brought outside, and taken to a hospital. Fire officials were leaving an unrelated alarm call when they saw smoke coming out of Cunningham Law Office just before 5 yesterday morning.
We did request a lot of mutual aid from other parties in Laurel County. Different fire departments bring some water supply with tankers and everything else. Just make sure we did have enough water supply because the exposure protection for the other buildings.
Police did not say what Seeley's motive could have been. Jackson Plank spoke to the owners of the law firms affected last night who are now without offices.
Two law firms in London are asking what's next after an early morning fire on Tuesday.
It's just devastating at this point, to be honest. Still in shock.
Doug Binge and Michael Cunningham are lawyers at two separate law firms in London, but whose practices are connected by the same building. They say their businesses are gravely damaged due to Tuesday's fire.
If you walked in, you would not think it's salvageable.
Around 4:30, Binge says he received a call from a deputy sheriff that his building was on fire. Doug and Binge say it was then an hours-long effort to put the fire out.
I still saw flames and it was still smoldering well into 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Michael Cunningham says the building has a storied history as London's oldest building. The lawyers say it dates back to the 1890s and has been home to a variety of businesses throughout its time.
I've been told at one time it was a theater. At one time, our two buildings were one unit, and it was a hardware store.
In a press conference on Tuesday, the London Police Department confirmed that 56-year-old Scotty Seeley was charged with arson and burglary in connection with the fire. Now the lawyers say they are trying to figure out their next move.
When you walk in, it's just devastating. And we're both talking, what do we do now? You know, after all these years, I mean, where do I park? What do I do first thing in the morning? We have no place to go.
Reporting in London, Jackson Plank, WKYT.
Scotty Seeley is being held without bond in the Laurel County Detention Center. One person is dead and another behind bars after a crash on Interstate 75 in Laurel County. It happened just before 3 yesterday morning. Deputies say a Nissan Altima traveling southbound hit the rear of a tractor trailer near mile marker 46. The driver of the car, 36-year-old William Darnell of Corbin, was pronounced dead at the scene.
We have charged the tractor-trailer driver with DUI. However, it looks like or appears to us, based on the investigation, that the car struck the tractor-trailer in the rear, which would give him some fault also.
The driver of the tractor trailer, 54-year-old Stephen Patrick Jones, was not injured. He was taken to the Laurel County Correctional Center. A 911 call Monday night in McGofflin County left deputies and troopers with the Kentucky State Police in an hours-long barricade situation. WYMT's Buddy Forbes has those details.
Sheriff Bill Meade says his deputies responded to a call in the Mash Fork community Monday afternoon.
A man had entered a house and had brandished a firearm and threatened to kill a lady and to kill himself.
After they arrived at the home on Donnie Barnett Road, deputies say the call quickly turned into a standoff with the man, identified as Jamie Arnett.
The lady reported that he had went back into one of the bedrooms and had barricaded himself in there and was threatening to kill himself.
Sheriff Meade says his department tried to de-escalate while working to keep the community safe and sharing an alert to those nearby.
We wanted to handle the situation as calmly as possible. We were wanting to establish a rapport with the individual and try to resolve the matter without incident.
But the situation stayed tense for hours, and he says he soon realized it was time to make a call for backup, asking the Kentucky State Police to bring in its special response team based on Arnett's unwillingness to cooperate.
He had also made the comment of shooting at a couple of targets outside, and that was some of the officers that was outside.
Meade says the KSP team was able to get Arnett to surrender, exiting the house with his hands up just after midnight.
Thank God we were able to get this matter resolved without any injury to anybody.
He says the situation could have been much worse, and he is proud of each badge that had an impact on the outcome. In McGofflin County, Buddy Forbes, WYMT Mountain News.
Arnett is charged with burglary and was taken to the Big Sandy Regional Detention Center. Louisville is finally removing restrictions on businesses near the site of the UPS flight disaster nearly 2 months after the accident. Starting today, businesses will have full access to their buildings for the first time since the crash. One local business owner says his company lost more than $1 million because of the disruption. He says he's looking forward to return to a sense of normalcy.
This probably takes the prize for being the craziest thing, but we've been through a lot, and we always pop out the other side confident that's what's going to happen.
Employees will be allowed to work on rotating shifts throughout the day. For the past 10 weeks, they've all had to be in the building at the same time. An Estill County man is facing charges for animal torture. We want to warn you, this story has details that may be upsetting. Officers arrested Braden Brooks Saturday in Irvine. His arrest citation says someone called 911 and told dispatch Brooks grabbed a gun and said he was going to hurt a dog. An officer says he found Brooks covered in blood. Brooks told the officer he tortured and killed the dogs as part of a ritual killing to get into the Marine Corps. Brooks is charged with animal cruelty, animal torture, and wanton endangerment. A driver is behind bars in Laurel County after a traffic stop on I-75. Deputies say Ryan Pascalone was clocked traveling 101 miles per hour in a black Ford Ranger. The incident happened Saturday, 7 miles south of London. Investigators say Pascalone was slow to pull over. He was later determined to be under the influence. Pascalone faces charges including reckless driving and operating a motor vehicle under the influence. He is being held at the Laurel County Correctional Center. The Bell County Sheriff's Office issued a public safety alert after detectives say multiple cases involving children were reported just in the past week. Hunter Luttrell is the detective working those cases. He says children in Bell County have been contacted through apps and online games, including Snapchat, Discord, and Roblox. And all of the victims so far are under the age of 14. Luttrell says parents should watch closely for changes in behavior or signs their child may be trying to hide online activity.
Look at what's in their devices. Look at the phone numbers. If you don't recognize them, You should be asking questions. Look at the apps. Ask who they are. Say, who are you talking to? It's as simple as that. That can start to help protect your kids.
The sheriff's office says parents should report any concerning online activity to local law enforcement and avoid deleting messages or accounts. For the first time in Kentucky history, free summer meals were available in all 120 Kentucky counties last summer. No Kid Hungry Kentucky, the Kentucky Department of Education, and Feeding Kentucky helped serve nearly 11 million free meals to children across the Commonwealth between May and August 2025. That's a significant jump from previous years. In the summer of 2024, about 8 million meals were served, and in 2023, only about 5 million were served. Feeding Kentucky said this program helped close long-standing gaps and ensures Kentucky kids are supported, healthy, and ready to learn when school starts.
And we're still tracking some rain this morning. The rain will continue throughout the morning and midday hours, with everyone having at least a chance of seeing some of that precipitation. But as temperatures are dropping, we do have a chance of seeing a wintry mix later on in the day. Speaking of temperatures dropping, right now we're at the warmest temperatures of the day, upper 40s, low 50s. Not too bad, but again, keep in mind, it's only going to get colder from here. So here's what you need to know as you're heading off to the bus stop. Mid to upper 40s off to school. Some folks seeing that chance of rain. Otherwise, you're looking at cloudy skies. As you're heading home, we're looking at the low to mid 40s with rain, and some folks having a chance of already seeing some of that wintry mix. Otherwise, we're looking at those cloudy skies. Caroline.
Thank you, Megan, and thank you for joining us. The time is now 6:41. Still to come on Mountain News this morning. Come on in. The water's freezing. We'll introduce you to the cold plunge wellness trend and its potential benefits.